Hey superstars, it's your girl Malika, aka Miss Magic, back with another video. Today we are going to make our delicious seafood and andouille sausage and chicken gumbo. I'm going to take you step by step, but first, if you are new here, welcome to my channel. Thank you for coming. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me, give me a big thumbs up, and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I do post another video. Alright, let's get straight into this gumbo. First things first, we're going to start with the Holy Trinity. This is comprised of 1 green pepper, 1 onion, and 3 stalks of celery, all finely chopped. Next, we're going to get into our proteins. I have shrimp, I have andouille sausage, and I have crab legs, and then I am using 1 whole rotisserie chicken. It's just easier, makes your flavor of your gumbo amazing when you use a chicken that's already roasted, and you don't have to deal with raw chicken. After that, we need 6 to 8 cups of chicken broth. I'm going to use 1 box of reduced sodium chicken broth, and then I'm going to make a broth with my chicken. Next, we're going to get into the seasoning. I have my adobo Goya salt, slap your mama, which is necessary, baby. It's gonna make your gumbo fire. And then I have some no salt magic seasoning blend. Also, you're going to need Worcestershire sauce and hot sauce. And then I have my kosher salt for added afterwards. Now I'm going to roughly cut up my rotisserie chicken. Once again, like I said, this is easier to make your gumbo if your chicken is already made. You don't have to buy a rotisserie chicken. You can use raw chicken and just cook it, or you can roast your chicken yourself, or you can even air fry the chicken as long as it's got that flavorful seasoning. So first thing first, we're going to take all of this off, and we're going to take all of the skin off of the chicken, and then we're just going to roughly chop it up. Now we're going to chop all the chicken off of the bone, and we're going to save our carcass. So you can just start with, go ahead and cut up your chicken breast off. I took the wings off, I think I ate them. But anywho, I start with cutting off the chicken breast, and then I'm going to go in and just cut the meat off of the legs and thighs, chop them up roughly, and then put it to the side. Once we have all our chicken chopped up, see what I'm talking about? I got the carcass right here. This is going to make an amazing broth. So what we're going to do now is take about 4 to 6 cups of boiling water, and we're going to go ahead and put that chicken carcass in there. And once I've done that, I'm going to go ahead and use my Knox chicken bouillon, and I am going to put in about 3 tablespoons of my chicken bouillon and 1 teaspoon of virgin olive oil, and then just give it a good stir. We're going to let that simmer and boil for about 15 to 20 minutes. After that, you want to go ahead and strain your broth. So I'm going to go ahead and take my strainer and a cup underneath there, and I'm going to strain the chicken broth off. This will yield me about 4 to 6 cups right here. And actually, this might be enough broth for your gumbo. It just all depends on how many people you're trying to feed. I do sometimes add that reduced sodium chicken broth just to cut the sodium down a bit, but it's not necessary. Now we're going to go straight in, and we're going to brown our andouille sausage. I go ahead and put that in a hot pan, and I will go ahead and saute them and brown them until I get me a little black char on them. Everybody likes a little black char on their sausage. Am I correct? Am I right? I'm using pork andouille, but feel free to substitute if you want. You can use turkey sausage, beef sausage, whatever you like. Now let's get into the star of this show, the roux. I am using a cup of butter, 2 half cups of butter actually, and 1 whole cup of flour. This is very important. This is our roux. You do not have to use butter. You can use any kind of fat. You can use vegetable oil. You can use bacon. You can use whatever oil you like. I just like to use butter because it comes out so silky and creamy. So you'll see what I'm talking about in just a minute, guys. So let's get started on this roux. One thing you got to know, this is going to take time. Not this kind of time, but we're going to need this time. We'll use it later. But you got to have some time on your hands, because this is going to take at least 30 to 45 minutes to make this roux. Let's get started. We're going to go ahead and melt our butter on low heat because you do not want your butter to burn. So make sure if you're using butter, it is on the lowest heat setting. If you're using oil, then you can just go ahead and heat up your oil. Once our butter is melted, we're going to start adding our flour just a little bit at a time. So you're going to go ahead and add your flour. Just maybe, like I'm doing, just a little bit at a time. Once it melds in with the butter, go ahead and add some more and keep going until you have finished adding all of your flour to your roux. I'm going to go ahead and speed this up, but guys, you don't speed this up. I'm just speeding this up to get this video moving along. All right, once we've got all of our flour mixed in, here comes the long game. Guys, we are going to stir consistently on a low flame. This is, once again, this is going to take 30 to 45 minutes to get a dark roux. You want your roux to be dark for gumbo. This is about 5 to 10 minutes in. So now, as you see, the roux is is thinning out actually. But you want to keep stirring, keep stirring. We do not want to burn our roux. And guys, here is my setup when I am cooking my roux. I got my tablet, I'm watching a program, I have my phone nearby, so that's how you got to do it. All right, guys, now we're about 15 minutes in. Now it's turning like a milk chocolate. I do want to add, it's best to use a non-stick like ceramic pot or something. I don't recommend stainless steel if you're a beginner, because you really have to watch it because stainless steel heats up so fast. Something like this pot is perfect. All right, now we are about 20 minutes in and it's getting there. I think we only got about 10 more minutes, but I'm going to show you what I do for my side so I can make sure I got all of my roux. I use my silicone spatula and I just kind of scrape the sides down to make sure that it all stays in the roux as I am still continually stirring my roux. All right, guys, so after about 40 minutes, this is where we want to be, a dark chocolate. Some people go darker than this. I'm fine with this. I'm like, hey, let's call it. We are done. You can go longer. You can go about an hour. You can go as dark as you want your roux, but this is where I like it. The darker it is, the nuttier the taste. So it just depends on your taste preferences. That's something that you have to work out yourself. All right, let's go ahead and add our holy trinity, which is our celery, green peppers, and onions. Once you put this in the pot, it's going to instantly start to sizzle and thicken up. So what you want to do is keep stirring, stir a little bit faster, because now we're going to saute these vegetables in our roux. This takes about 5 to 10 minutes. All right, so guys, I want to tell you, this is where a lot of people make their mistake by adding the okra now. No, we're not adding the okra now. That's what makes it slimy. If you add it to your roux now, your okra will get all slimy. If you don't like slimy okra, don't add your okra now. I'll tell you when to add it. All right, so now we're going to go ahead after our 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to add that chicken broth that we went on and we sifted through, and we're going to add it a little bit at a time to our gumbo. This is what your roux should be looking like after you sauteed your vegetables. Go ahead and add your chicken broth a little bit at a time. Stir and then add some more. Stir, then add some more. Then stir and add some more. Once you've got all your chicken broth in, remember you don't want to go all the way to the top because we have to add our proteins. Once you add it all in and you stir it and you saute it for about 10 minutes, now you are ready to go ahead and add your okra if you like that. I am adding about a half a cup of frozen sliced okra. Go ahead and give that a nice good stir. Once you've stirred it all in, now we're going to start adding our protein. First off, we're going to go with the sausage. You're going to add the sausage first. Once you've added your sausage, you're going to go ahead and give that a good stir. Let it simmer for about 3-4 minutes. And then we're going to add our chicken. Go ahead and add your chicken. Now we're going to stop right here, guys. Remember, seafood is last. And the reason why seafood is last is because it cooks very fast. We don't add our shrimp or our crab or any kind of fish that you want to use. You don't add that till later. We're going to go ahead and season up our gumbo now. All right, we're going to start with our cayenne pepper. And this is up to you. Remember, andouille already is flavorful and it is a little spicy, so you don't need that much heat. Next, we're going to add a little bit of salt. Everything is a little right now because you don't want to add too much seasoning right now. Now we're going to go ahead and add about 10 dabs of hot sauce. You can use Louisiana. You can use Tabasco. You can use whatever hot sauce you like. I like this kind of hot sauce because it's not too spicy and I don't want my gumbo to be super hot. But that might be your liking, so you have to, deal with that yourself. Now we're going to go ahead and give that a good stir. Next, I'm going to add my Slap Your Mama seasoning. This is crucial. This is reduced sodium Slap Your Mama. And something, I don't know what they put in the Slap Your Mama. I haven't read the ingredients, but you need it. Now it's time for our thyme. Like I said, we're going to go ahead and pour in about 2 teaspoons of thyme. This gives our gumbo extra added flavor. Now we're going to add in about 5 dabs of Worcestershire sauce. I didn't show the bottle, but that's Worcestershire sauce. Give it a good stir, guys, and let it marinate and simmer. Now we are ready to go ahead and add our shrimp. Once again, seafood is last, so that means it's almost time to eat, guys. We're going to go ahead and add our shrimp. I'm going to add 3 bay leaves because they're small. If you have big ones, you just need about 2. Now I'm going to add my crab legs. I did show a lot of crab legs in the beginning, but that was for a boil. Nothing like crab legs in your gumbo, but it does soak up a lot of juice. So you don't want to add too many because it will soak up all your sauce. These are strictly for me. These are my, so whatever. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to let that simmer on a low flame, or you can go ahead and add it. See, your shrimp is basically done. You can go ahead and add it to a crock pot on low if you, on warm if you want, not low, on warm. All right, guys, our gumbo is ready. This is how it looks. Like I said, you just want to keep this on warm. You don't want to cook it anymore because you don't want your shrimp to get overcooked. And look at that. Yes. We are ready to go. All right, guys, we are going to start plating our gumbo. You want to go ahead and get you some cooked rice. Place it in the middle. Then go ahead and place your gumbo all around. You can use as much sauce as you want or as little sauce as you want. It's up to you. But I'm going to go ahead and plate my gumbo the way I like it. All around my rice. Not too much juice. And then I'm going to go ahead and put my crab leg after I finish that. Well, first of all, I'm going to put in a little green onion. Now I'm going to put my crab leg to the side, and there we have it. All right, guys, I want to thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for me. Give me a big thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you can be alerted when I do post another video. Ta-ta for now. Bye.